I'm Pastor Sami, and I'm so glad you've decided to join me again for another special message about this week's Gospel reading. This week we have a reading that has a lot going on again, and it can be hard to put it all together and understand. And I hope that you'll read through it and you'll pay attention to those details, but there's one thing that I want to really point out to you today, and that is Jesus' authority. This is a word that comes up twice in our reading. I hope you'll look and find it. This word authority can also mean power. Depending on how you use it, it can have some other meanings. It comes up first when Jesus is teaching, because the people who are hearing Jesus, now imagine that it's people in a congregation like your church on a Sunday morning. These people are hearing Jesus teach. They notice that he's different somehow. He's not wondering about what the text he's preaching on means. He knows, and he preaches it like he knows, and with good reason. He knows the truth about God, and he knows what the people need to hear. He teaches with power, with authority, that what he says is true and that it's meaningful to the people he's talking to. That's important. I think later on in the story, when Jesus is dealing with this demon and this man, and it's kind of a scary story if we really think about it. Jesus is dealing with this situation and he's not scared. He doesn't think it's crazy. He knows just what to do. And he has power, not just with the other teachers and the congregation, but Jesus has power even over this demon, this thing that's scary and wild, but Jesus speaks to it and sends it out of that man, and it's gone, and the man is well again. Jesus has power over even the craziest, scariest, most confusing things in our lives, the things that we don't know how to handle. And with Jesus, we know we'll be okay. Now, I have an illustration to share with you, so I'm going to switch around the camera right now. So I have this bowl of water, just a plain old bowl of water, and you can try this at home too if you'd like. And I have 2 clementines right here, but I'm pretty sure that any citrus fruit with a rind would work. Maybe others too. It would be fun to try a scientific experiment to see how this works. But here we go. So what I want to show you is that this peeled clementine, when you drop it in the water, it sinks all the way to the bottom. But this one, with the rind on it, when it goes in, it floats. It bobs right back up to the top. Do you see? And what I think this reminds me of is that Jesus is like this cover of protection, this rind of protection around us that helps us that no matter what happens, we will not sink, but we'll float. And no matter what happens, we'll be okay because Jesus is with us. And what I think that this shows is that when Jesus is with us, we will always be okay. We are always close to him and held in his love. And I really should say that since we have Jesus with us, kind of like that clementine with a rind on it, because it's just that close. Jesus is that close to us. And we have the promise of our baptism that Jesus will always be with us no matter what. We do not have to worry. You are never going to shed that rind. You're never going to lose Jesus. Jesus will never be taken away from you. Jesus will never leave you for something you've done or not done. It will never happen. You and Jesus are together forever, for the rest of your lives and beyond. That is a promise. I'll see you next time.